Have you ever wondered why it feels impossible to get a Rolex at retail, yet somehow others seem to pull it off effortlessly? Well, there's a reason. Authorized dealers have their rules, their systems, and yes, their favorites. But today, we're revealing one simple trick that can dramatically improve your chances of getting the Rolex you actually want. This isn't about manipulation or gaming the system. It's about understanding how ADS think, how the Rolex allocation process really works, and how you can position yourself as the kind of buyer they want to sell to. And before we dive in, if you're serious about adding a luxury watch to your collection, I've partnered with exquisitettimepieces.com, an authorized luxury retailer, to give you $100 off any purchase over $1,000 when you use the promo code INSIGHTS at checkout. You'll find all the details in the description below. Time to get into it. To understand the trick, you first need to understand how Rolex ADS view their inventory. Contrary to what many think, authorized dealers don't operate like traditional stores. They don't simply order whatever models they want, and they rarely get to choose how many Submariners or Daytonas they receive. Rolex allocates watches based on each dealer's performance, customer relationships, and, yes, perceived brand alignment. That means when a shipment arrives, the AD already knows who's getting what before the watches even hit the display case. It's not first come, first served. It's first trusted, first rewarded. So what's the trick? It's not begging, it's not calling every week, and it's definitely not asking for a list. The secret is positioning yourself as a long-term enthusiast rather than a short-term buyer. Rolex ADS have one major fear: selling a rare watch to someone who flips it for profit. The grey market damages their reputation and can even risk their relationship with Rolex headquarters. So, their number one priority is identifying genuine collectors, the kind of clients who will wear their watches, not resell them. When you walk in for the first time, most people make the mistake of leading with the question, do you have a Submariner or Daytona available? That's a red flag. It immediately signals that you're hunting a hype piece. Instead, here's the move. Start a genuine conversation about the brand. Ask about the new models, inquire about their experience with recent releases, or mention how you appreciate the evolution of Rolex's movements or materials, like the new 3235 calibers or oyster steel finishing. You're establishing credibility, curiosity, and respect. 3 traits ADS associate with serious collectors. Once you've built a rapport, that's when the simple trick comes in. Request a meeting with the sales manager or brand specialist, not to ask for a watch, but to express interest in building a relationship with the store. Most buyers never do this. They treat it like a transaction, not a partnership. But the moment you respectfully say, I'm looking to start building a collection through your boutique, what's the best way to get started? You flip the dynamic. Now, you're not chasing them, they're considering you. This approach triggers what ADS call profile prioritization. When the next batch of allocations arrives, your name gets pulled forward because you've shown genuine intent. You've presented yourself as someone who values the brand, not just the hype. And that's the essence of the trick. It's not manipulation, it's alignment. Collectors who've used this approach often see results within months rather than years. One enthusiast on a major watch forum shared how he walked into his local AD, took time to learn about the store, and bought a smaller model, a 36mm date, just as his first piece. Within 6 months, he was offered a Submariner. Why? Because he demonstrated loyalty, interest, and patience, all the signals ADS look for when deciding who gets their next steel sports model. Another buyer in Singapore described how he built trust with his AD by attending an in-store event and following up with handwritten notes to thank the staff. When a new GMT Master 2 shipment arrived, he was one of the first to receive a call, even though he'd only made one prior purchase. These stories highlight the underlying truth. Authorized dealers are human. They respond to enthusiasm, authenticity, and gratitude. The real trick isn't secret knowledge, it's social intelligence. Let's talk about what not to do, because most people ruin their chances before they even start. When you visit a Rolex AD, the first thing to remember is that every interaction counts. You're being profiled, not in a negative way, but in a way that helps the dealer understand who you are as a client. If you walk in impatient, demanding a Daytona, or asking, when will I get the call, you've already lost. Instead, approach your AD with patience and respect for their process. Ask questions that show you're engaged with the brand, not obsessed with one specific model. Something as simple as, which references have you seen collectors gravitating toward lately, opens a genuine dialogue. It positions you as someone who's learning, not just buying. Now here's where the trick goes deeper. Most ADS use what's informally known as a customer ranking system. It's not an official Rolex document, but nearly every authorized dealer keeps a mental or digital list of preferred clients. These rankings are based on your spending history, attitude, follow-up behavior, and perceived long-term value to the store. Buyers who show consistent interest in the brand, or who have purchased other pieces like Tudor, Omega, or Cartier from the same boutique, get moved up that list. And while Rolex itself doesn't require you to buy history, the ADS often prioritize those who've proven loyalty. Here's the truth that ADS rarely admit. They don't just sell watches, they build relationships. And in that world, trust is currency. When a salesperson tells you they'll add you to the list, it could mean one of two things. Either you've genuinely been noted as a serious buyer, or you've been politely dismissed to avoid confrontation. The difference comes down to how you made them feel. If you're respectful, genuinely interested, and keep communication light but consistent, say a friendly check-in every few months, you'll stay top of mind. But if you call every week asking any updates, you're instantly labeled a chaser. And once that happens, you've made their job harder, not easier. Some collectors make the mistake of flashing wealth to prove credibility, bringing up their car, their business, or their collection. But ADS don't care about what you own. They care about what you represent. They want brand ambassadors, not status seekers. So instead of talking about money, talk about passion. Mention what drew you to Rolex's heritage. Reference specific historical models or innovations, like the original Submariner's 1953 debut or the transition to the Serichrome bezel. Show knowledge, not need. And here's another insider truth. Authorized dealers take notes. Every interaction, every purchase, every event you attend is logged. If you build a track record of loyalty and interest, you'll slowly rise to the top of their allocation priority, not because of what you spent, but because you're seen as a genuine collector. The real trick isn't skipping the line, it's earning your place in it. Now, there's one more thing that surprises a lot of buyers: how much boutique managers value polite persistence. If you follow up occasionally, not with "do you have a Submariner," but with "just wanted to thank you for your time the other day, I really appreciated the insight about the new models," you've left a lasting impression. Those are the names they remember when the next batch of watches arrives. And if after all that, you're still tired of waiting, remember, there's an entire world of exceptional timepieces outside of Rolex. Brands like Omega, Grand Seiko, Tudor, and Breitling are producing some of the most innovative, high-quality watches on the market, and you can actually buy them today. If you're ready to add one to your collection, I've partnered with exquisitettimepieces.com, a trusted authorized retailer, to give you $100 off any purchase over $1,000 when you use the promo code INSIGHTS at checkout. It's a great way to experience luxury craftsmanship without the wait lists or uncertainty. You'll find all the details and links below. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our weekly watch insights. Until next time, stay stylish and stay informed.